match. We won.
Amazing.
Yes. I tell you, Virat is the man of the match.
Please, it is Dhoni.
No, it is Virat.
No, it's Dhoni. Have you seen his wicket keeping?
Well, I guess you can be right. We just have to wait for their announcement here. But the entire team is going for the dinner time right now.
Dinner? It's day, Amu. How come dinner?
It is dinner time. It was evening there.
But Amu, we have day right now. How come they have night? Wait a minute. The match wasn't live, it was recorded.
It was not recorded, Nidhi. It was a live match.
It was recorded.
It was not recorded.
It was. How is it possible otherwise?
Because the sun is in India right now. The match is taking place in Australia.
How is it possible?
You don't know the time zone concept?
Time zone what?
The time zone concept, Nidhi. We did this in school, in geography.
No, Amu, I don't remember.
What?
You know, I have to drop out from the school. My father lost his job. I started farming with him.
Yes, I know. So you would like to know about the time zone concept?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so now let me make some calls. Let me call my sister Kasturi, who is in USA.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi Kas, how are you? What's up?
Amudi? Are you okay?
Yes, everything is fine. All are super duper. You just tell me what's the time at your place right now.
What? At this time? Wait. Do you know what time it is? It's 4:30 in the morning. And it's still so dark. What is going on? You just ruined my awesomest dream, you know that?
Yeah. Okay, now I will chat with you later. Currently, I'm on a mission, alright?
What? You can't do this. I was working late at night and I have a report to make. You can't do this to me. I'm really very angry. Hello? Hello?
So, time for our next call.
Now to whom?
Don't ask whom, ask where. We are going to call London, UK.
Okay.
Hey Mom, Amu is calling. Hey Amu, how are you?
Hi Chris, how are you? How are your studies going on?
Awesome, waiting for our next Skype session on Sunday. And I have done my homework too.
Liar.
Okay, I'm about to do it. Is that why you're calling? You know, Mom can't really talk right now and I'm getting late for school.
No, I am not calling for that, although that's on my to-do list. I'm calling to you for some other reason. You tell me, what is the time over there?
Why? It's 9:30 in the morning. Why are you asking?
Okay, you have a good one, Chris.
Okay, you two have a good one.
Yes, we will meet again. Alright? Bye-bye.
Bye, talk to you later.
Time for another call.
Now where to?
Melbourne, Australia.
Where the match took place?
Yep. So, let's...
Hi Amu, how are you? I hope our training session is not scheduled for today.
Hi Aniket, I'm fine. I know, it's not scheduled for today, it's for Saturday. I just had some other work with you.
So tell me, what's up?
No, you tell me, what is the time at your place right now?
Time? We're here. It's about 7:30 here. Why? What's with the time?
Nothing, I'm just checking whether the earth is rotating correctly or not.
Oh, so is it?
Yes, it is rotating correctly, alright. Okay, so let me catch up with you later.
Okay. Alright. See you. Take care. Bye.
Bye. So, that's that.
Wow.
Wow, what?
It's amazing. At the same moment, everybody is at different time.
Yes, that's right.
So let me understand.
Mhm.
So we are in India and it's 3 p.m.
Yes.
Kust is in USA and it's 4:30 in the morning.
That's right.
Chris is in UK
Yes.
and it's 9:30 in the morning.
That's
and
right.
Aniket is in Australia and it's 7:30 p.m.
Yes. All at the same
All
moment.
at the same moment. Okay, Amu, I believe you. The match must be live and all those places are showing different time. But I still don't understand how and why is it so?
So, my dear Nidhi, that is time zone concept. You want to know more?
Yes.
Then let's go
Where?
to find how we keep time.
Okay.
So Nidhi, what is the difference between the daytime and the nighttime?
There are more people around.
Duh.
Grass is wet.
Seriously, Nidhi?
Street lights off.
Yes. So why are the street lights off in the daytime?
Because we have the sun in the daytime.
So let us see how the sun's position in the sky relates with the time of the day. That is sunrise, noontime and sunset.
So when is the sun rising?
In the morning.
And from where does the sun rise?
East horizon.
So when is the noontime, Nidhi?
At noon.
And where is the sun?
Right above us.
When is the sun setting, Nidhi?
In the evening.
And in which direction is the sun setting?
West horizon. Wow. So the sun movement is related to the time throughout the day.
That's right. But is the sun really moving?
Yes. East, above and then west.
Are you sure the sun is moving?
Yes, we see it every day.
But earlier you said that the sun was not moving, it was fixed.
Yes, it's the earth that rotates.
That's right. So the sun doesn't move. It appears to move from east to west due to rotation of earth. So Nidhi, what is the direction of rotation of earth?
Same.
Same?
Different.
Different?
Wait, now you're confusing me.
Okay, let's take a ride.
Auto.
So now Nidhi, can you see the trees moving?
Yes,
In which direction are they moving?
they are moving behind us because we are moving ahead.
That's right. So imagine the trees to be the sun and our auto as the earth. Can you relate both of them and tell me the direction of rotation?
Yes, opposite.
Correct. So the sun appears to move in which direction?
East to west.
So in opposite direction, meaning the earth moves in which direction?
West to east.
That's right. So Nidhi, what did we understand till now?
So at any given moment, places across the earth are experiencing different time.
That's right.
Which is related to the position of the sun in the sky.
Correct. Which is?
Which is due to rotation of the earth.
That's right.
So Amu, why do we need to know the time of all places? I have watched. It's so confusing.
No, because we need to know the time. That's why. Let's go.
But why do we need to know?
Because curiosity opens the door.
Okay, so let me give you some hints.
What is?
Okay. Haha. All right. Yes. Okay. So that's here and here and here and here. Okay. So those are your hints.
Shipping firm. Means trading.
Yes.
Traveling across the world.
That's right.
So they need to know the time of the places.
Correct. So in early days also the traders had the same problem, the time confusion. So let's see the next hint. This one.
International flights and cruises. So if I'm taking an international trip, I need to know the time.
Exactly, at different places. Correct.
Yes.
So now let's take the third hint, which was here. Yeah.
Multinational companies. They
Yes.
must be having their branches across the world.
That's right.
So their employees need to know the time.
So that's the reason we need to know the time differences across the world.
But Amu, how do we know what's the time at different places at any moment?
Yes, good question. So for that, let us first understand what is happening across the globe with the rotation of the earth, the sun's movement and time. So now Nidhi, this is our sun and this is our earth. So earth rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So can you tell me here how the earth will rotate?
Yes, easy. Like this.
Correct. Yes. So for any place on the earth, the sun will appear to move from east to west in the opposite direction.
Yes.
Remember that auto rickshaw ride we had?
Yes.
So Nidhi, how long does it take for one rotation?
1 day.
And how many hours in one day we have?
24 hours.
Correct. So let's see. For this one rotation, it will take 24 hours.
Which means in 24 hours we have 1 daytime and 1 night time, right?
Absolutely right. So can we switch on the sun now?
Yes.
So now, the surface of the earth which is facing the sun is experiencing the daytime.
Daytime.
Yes, and the surface of the earth which is away from the sun is experiencing the night time. All at the same moment.
So roughly, half of the earth is experiencing daytime and half of the earth is experiencing nighttime at any given moment.
Correct. And Nidhi, this is known as the circle of elimination. So it is nothing but an imaginary line which separates the daytime and the nighttime on earth. So Nidhi, can we say that the entire 24 hours get divided into half?
Yes, 12 hours.
Correct. So 12 hours of daytime and 12 hours of nighttime.
Yes.
So Nidhi, when will you see the first rays of the sun?
At sunrise.
Correct. So over here, this is the circle of elimination where the daytime seems to begin and the nighttime seems to end. Therefore, this is the place where first time the sun rays are seen.
Yes.
So, this will be the
Sunrise.
sunrise. Correct. So now Nidhi, we know that the earth is rotating in this direction. So if we are experiencing the sunrise over here, where exactly is the sunset?
Here, where the daytime is ending and the nighttime is beginning.
Correct. So now Nidhi, let us freeze the rotation of the earth at the present moment. Now can you tell me, if this is the sunrise and that is the sunset, where exactly is the noon time being experienced?
Between sunrise and sunset, where the sun is directly above our head, which is here.
Correct. And can you tell me what will be the time in the clock?
Yes, 12 p.m.
Correct. So now Nidhi, you already know that this is the night time from sunset to sunrise. So can you tell me where are we going to experience the middle of the night?
Between sunset and sunrise.
Correct. So this is where we are experiencing the midnight.
Yes,
And what will be the time in the clock?
12 a.m.
Correct. So Nidhi, in entire 24 hours of rotation, the earth experiences the sun in different way and therefore experiencing the different times. So this part of the earth is experiencing the sunrise, this part the noon time, this part the sunset, and this part of the earth is experiencing the midnight all at the same moment.
Yes, just like Kast, Chris, Aniket were experiencing different time.
Correct. So suppose Nidhi, this flag is you, alright, and you are here. So, what is the time that you are experiencing right now?
The sun is above me. It means it's noon time.
Correct. So now Nidhi, we have Mr. A, B and C, and suppose they are all here. So, what time are they experiencing?
Noon time, since all of them are facing the sun in the same way.
Right. So Nidhi, each of these vertical parts of the earth will be showing the same time, correct?
Yes.
So this vertical part is experiencing the sunrise, this vertical part is experiencing the sunset, while this one the midnight, just like this part experiencing the noontime, correct?
Yes.
So Nidhi, now if I want to divide the earth into parts which show the same time, how should I divide the earth?
I think we should divide it vertically.
Correct. So now Nidhi, each of these vertical parts will be showing the same time,
Yes.
and each of the vertical parts that we divide will be showing different time from one another.
Yes.
Correct. So now Nidhi, how many such parts should I divide the earth in?
I think 4. Sunrise, noontime, sunset and midnight.
4 is also not a bad idea, but can we divide into more parts? Think about how long does one rotation last?
24 hours.
Correct. So
So can we divide Earth into 24 parts?
yes, that is right. So each part will correspond to 1 hour. So can we say that we have different parts showing different time from one another?
Yes.
And can we say that these parts are probably the zones?
Yes.
So can we say we have 24 time zones?
Yes.
So now these are the 24 time zones.
Yes. Each corresponding to 24 hours of rotation.
Correct. So each of this time zone is experiencing a very specific time. So this particular time zone is experiencing the noon time. So now Nidhi, how big should one time zone be? Where should we start counting? And which one will be the first time zone? Where will be the first sunrise?
We are in India, so we'll count from India.
But then Gus will say she's in USA, Aniket will say he's in Australia, so they should be having the first sunrise. Their time zone should show first.
Now you're confusing me.
Okay, let's do the time zones for here.
So are you going to cut the globe?
No, this is my favorite globe, so we are not going to cut that. But I have something better to cut.
Okay.
So let us consider this watermelon as the earth. So if I want to divide the earth into 24 equal time zones, how do I do that?
Cut them into 24 equal slices.
That is right. Now since this is earth, we are dealing with how many degrees?
360 degrees.
That is right. So if I want to divide 360 degrees into 24 equal slices, each slice should be of how many degrees?
360 degrees divided by 24, that is 15 degrees.
That is right. So I have to divide 360 degrees into 24 equal slices and each slice should be of 15 degrees. Let us do that.
Yes.
So these are the lines made in such a way that there are 24 different and equal slices and each slice is of 15 degrees.
Oh, so these are longitude of the earth?
That is right. Correct.
Okay.
So now Nidhi, we have 24 time zones, each of 15 degrees. The question is, how do we number them?
How do we do that?
Yes, so that's the same question which has confused the world.
So what's the answer?
For that, we need to peep into the history. In 1884, the concept of GMT was established to solve this problem. GMT stands for Greenwich Mean Time Zone. A conference of astronomers decided there needs to be one point which will be considered as zero. At Greenwich, near London, UK, was a royal park and a palace on a hill. This was where the Royal Society for Britain built its first national observatory. To establish the timekeeping system across the world, this point or this zone was named as the Greenwich Mean Time Zone. The time at this zone is known as Greenwich Mean Time. It was fixed as the time on basis of which the time at other places will be fixed. There is an actual line passing through this zone which is called as the prime meridian. This line is considered the 0 degree meridian or the 0 degree longitude. Today, the Royal Observatory is an iconic historical site and a traveler's delight. Instagram is flooded with travelers' photos imposing on the prime meridian.
So now Nidhi, on this earth, here is London. So this is the zone which is the GMT zone. So if we freeze the earth in this position, currently this particular zone is experiencing noontime.
Okay.
So let us now label this zone as a GMT zone.
And also 0 meridian.
Right.
So this is GMT 0.
Correct.
So how do we number other timelines?
Yes. So do you recall mathematics? The
Yes.
number line?
We have 0 and positive sides and negative sides.
Right. Something like that is happening over here.
So we have positive timelines and negative timelines.
Correct. But we call them ahead of GMT and behind of GMT. Meaning we are talking about time. So suppose this is how the earth is rotating. So if you see, we have India which is on east side of London.
Yes.
So when it rotates like this, India sees sunrise first
Yes.
before London sees the sunrise.
Yes.
So therefore it is ahead in time.
Okay.
So it is
It is ahead in time. It is ahead GMT.
correct. And now after London sees the sunrise, we have the USA part which is behind
Behind the
London.
GMT.
Correct, behind GMT. Yes. So we have the Asia part which is ahead of GMT and we have USA part which is
Behind of GMT.
correct. So with such two parts, we have 12 hours in one part and 12 hours in another part.
Yes. So 12 hours ahead of GMT and
Right.
12 hours behind of GMT.
Correct. So the 12 hours which are ahead of GMT are also known as Eastern Hemisphere, whereas the 12 hours which are behind GMT are also known as Western Hemisphere.
Okay.
So can we see the time zones now?
Yes.
So now each of this time zone are showing time with respect to the GMT time zone. Meaning each of the number of time zones are actually the number of hours which they are ahead of GMT and behind GMT.
So let me understand.
Yes,
So this positive 1 is 1 hour ahead of GMT
correct, in time. Yes,
and this negative 3 is 3 hours behind of GMT.
absolutely right. So now Nidhi, suppose if we fix the earth in this position and we have this zone over here which is the GMT zone. So can you tell me what is the time at GMT zone right now?
Yes, 12 p.m.
Correct. So now can you tell me what will be the time in clock at say a place which is at positive 4 time zone?
Yes, this positive 1 will be 1 p.m.
Correct.
Positive 2 will be 2 p.m.
Correct.
Positive 3 will be 3 p.m.
Absolutely right.
and positive 4 will be 4 p.m.
Right. So now Nidhi, can we say what is the time at a place which is in negative 4 time zone?
Yes,
What will be the time?
negative 1 will be 11 a.m.
Right.
Negative 2 will be 10 a.m.
Correct.
Negative 3 will be 9 a.m.
Right.
and negative 4 will be 8 a.m.
Right. Since these are behind in time from GMT.
Yes. Wow!
Yes, wow.
So I got the GMT concept
That's
and I understood the world time zones across the world. But do I need to calculate it every time?
Not really. You just need to know the time zone of the city and then you will know the time.
Oh my god. So I need to know the world, their countries, their time zone and then check the time?
It's not that difficult because every country has fixed its own time zone. Alright.
Meaning?
Let me show you a sheet which has the countries along with its time zone. So this is the list of the countries in alphabetical order. They have already fixed their own time zone. So let's take some countries around the world and check what are these time zones. Let's say Austria.
Okay, let me check the sheet. It's positive 1.
Yes, so that will be the time zone where Austria is. Let's take one more country. Let's check Japan. So tell me what is the time zone for Japan?
Positive 9.
Correct. Positive 9. So if I want to keep this Japan, this will be in this time zone which is positive 9.
9.
Correct. So let us check one more country. Let's check Bolivia. Can you tell me what is the time zone for Bolivia?
Wait, let me check the sheet. It's -4.
Right, so Bolivia should be here. Correct.
Yes. Hey, what about India?
Yes. No, in India, there is something else which is happening.
Means?
Let's see. Regarding India, so suppose in this position, let us find where is India. So India is coming in this position.
Yes.
So now Nidhi, physically India is present here in 3 time zones. Okay. So it is spread in 3 time zones. So what happens is this part of India, which is northeastern part, experiences time differently with respect to this part, which is Rajasthan part on western India. So in order to keep entire India in the same time zone, government has fixed it to positive 5 hours and 30 minutes. Correct. So we say that India has positive 5:30 hours, which means its time is ahead.
So the entire India is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT?
Correct. But since this was not natural but adjusted and fixed by law, we say it is standardized.
Standardized?
Yes, so we say our time in India is Indian Standard Time, denoted by IST.
Oh, so the match timing was showing 9 AM IST.
That's right, that is the local time of match telecast in India. So now Nidhi, what do we know?
We know that different places across the world are experiencing different time zones at the same moment.
And it is because?
It is because of the apparent movement of the sun,
Which is because?
which is because of the rotation of the earth.
Correct, and due to which we experience the daytime and the nighttime.
Yup, all the sunrise and sunset happen due to rotation of the earth.
And for keeping time, we have how many time zones?
24 time zones in total.
Correct. And which is the reference time zone, Nidhi?
GMT and is known as prime meridian.
Correct. So the time at one place can be known by knowing its time zone.
Yes.
Once its time zone is known, one can know the local time of that place by comparing the time at the GMT zone.
Yes. Also, countries have standardized their time zone and fixed them by law.
Wonderful. Excellent, Nidhi. Excellent.
What else?
What else?
Melon is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Dhoni won the match.
Yes, he did.
So where's my chocolate?
What chocolate? You just had an
No,
ice
he
cream
had
which
a
was chocolate.
bread. No. Ice cream
You
is
I
not
gave you the
considered.
melon,
No,
I gave you the
ice
chocolate
cream.
ice
I
cream.
need my chocolate. This is not fair.